Hello students, the topic of our discussion today is body language and I am Dr. Manveen Brar from Government Women Polytechnic College, Sanganer, Jaipur. Body language is a means of non-verbal communication. We use it right from birth to our deaths. It's something that is inborn in us, inborn in the sense that it is innate. Even a newborn baby understands the body language of his or her mother. So it is something which we all have a capacity for. And we use body language in every single aspect of our interaction with another person, consciously or unconsciously. So we need to know about it in detail and use it to improve our communication skills. If we have knowledge about it, we can apply it to enhance our personalities. Our gestures and actions are like a mirror that tell us what the other person thinks and feels in response to our words and actions. Body language includes some of the following points: personal appearance, posture, gestures and hand movements, eye contact, and most importantly, facial expressions. Personal grooming is an essential aspect of image consulting and image building. With personal grooming, you can enhance your appearance to look and feel good about yourself. And in doing so, you build up and boost your self-confidence. The way you dress, fix your hair, says a lot about you, and the way people who you want and the way you want others to think about you. Personal appearance is how well you look on your first meeting. Your personal appearance often creates an initial impression that is sometimes very difficult to change later on. There is a very famous saying, first impression is the last impression. So please keep that in mind. Your self-image is reflected through your appearance, through your dress, which should be appropriate for the occasion. Grooming of your hair, makeup, and for males, the beard, it should be well groomed. By following these basic grooming tips, you can ensure making a good impression on people who meet you as well as those around you. Face. Your face is the window to your soul, the first point of contact when you meet someone. You don't need makeup to make a good makeup on the face to make a good impression. Just keep your face clean, your eyes crust-free, eyebrows trimmed, and avoid unwanted facial hair, and most importantly, smile. That is the best makeup you can wear on your face. Skin. As a general rule, keep your skin clean and dry, not sweaty or sticky. Use good skin products to keep your skin looking refreshed and nourished. Some women choose not to get rid of the body hair. Everyone is free to make such choices. Just one word of caution: don't let your body hair become so dense that you as a person start feeling self-conscious about your appearance. Hair. Your hairstyle should add to your appearance, making you look well groomed at all times, even when you have been on the job for 6, 7, 8 hours. Excuse me. Nails. Nail art is great, but avoid dirt under your nails and cut nails in a shape that doesn't resemble talons and people feel scared of them. I've had experience with people who chew their nails when they're nervous or upset. If you tend to do that, don't. It's a nasty habit that you have to get rid of. Your feet, no cracked heels, no dirty toenails, avoid smelly socks. If you tend to sweat too much through your feet, put some talcum powder. Keep them neat and clean. Clothes. Well-fitting clothes worn over well-fitting lingerie. That's the golden rule among all personal grooming tips. If you have trouble shopping for the right size and type of lingerie, just ask for help at the lingerie shop. And always wear your size, not the size you want to be. If you do that, you know what you will look like. Your shoes, wear shoes that don't make you limp or drag your feet. Also, wear shoes according to your age. And keep your shoes clean at all times. Posture. The term posture refers to how we hold our bodies as well as the overall physical form of an individual. That is, it is the way we stand, sit, and walk. Posture can convey a wealth of information about how a person is feeling, as well as hints about personality characteristics such as whether a person is confident, open, or submissive. Posture can reflect emotions, attitudes, and intentions. Here is a picture where you can see the benefits of good posture. It leads to improved mood, improved breathing, and it makes you look taller, slimmer, more confident. And of course, if you hold your body in the correct posture, you do not suffer from back pain or neck pain or foot pain. Here is another picture which shows you a good posture while sitting and a poor posture while sitting. And poor posture, of course, results in neck pain, spondylosis, back pain. So for health reasons also you should maintain a good posture. So here is a picture of the poor posture and gradually going into a proper straight posture. Another picture which shows you gives you tips about how you should stand. Your weight should be distributed evenly on both. Your shoulders should be even, and align your shoulders with your back and your hips. If you start practicing this, slowly it will become a habit and you will not need to make an extra gesture for it. Next we come to gestures and hand movements. A gesture is a form of non-verbal communication or non-vocal communication in which visible bodily actions communicate particular messages, either in place of or in conjunction with, that is, in alliance with your speech. Gestures include movement of the hands, face, or other parts of the body. The nod of the head, the shaking of the head, they all convey some meaning. And a gesture is a specific bodily movement that reinforces a verbal message to convey a particular thought or emotion. Although gestures may be made with the head, shoulders, or even the legs and feet, most are made with hands and arms. Your hands can be marvelous tools of communication when you speak, and some people use them very effectively. But many inexperienced speakers are unsure about what to do with their hands. Some try to get them out of the way by putting them in their pockets or behind their backs. Others unconsciously relieve nervous tension by performing awkward, distracting movements. Be conscious of your hand movements and control them. You will see sometimes speakers over gesture out of nervousness, waving their hands and arms. Avoid that. Now, here is a list of why do we use gestures. All good speakers use gestures. Gestures are probably the most evocative form of non-verbal communication a speaker can employ. They help us to clarify and support our words, dramatize ideas, lend emphasis and vitality to the spoken word, help dissipate nervous tension, function as visual aids, and are highly visible. Next we come to eye contact. Each one of the categories we have just discussed, personal appearance, posture, gestures, provide critical non-verbal elements for our speeches. But after your voice, your eyes are your most powerful tool for communicating. And I want to point out here, and in this time of COVID-19, when everybody is wearing a mask, eyes play a very special role in our communication. Why is eye contact essential? When you speak, you involve your listeners with your eyes, making your presentation direct, personal, and conversational. One sure way to break the communication bond is to fail to look at your audience. No matter how large an audience may be, each listener wants to be involved to set up a personal connection with the speaker, and practiced speakers always involve their audience in their communication. So, use of eye contact is something you must practice and learn to use properly. When you speak, your eyes also function as a control device. Simply by looking at them, you have an influence on your listeners' attentiveness and concentration. On the other hand, if you don't look at them, they won't look at you, and attentiveness to your message will suffer. In turn, the attentiveness generated by your effective eye contact can serve as a source of strength and encouragement for you. When you see that the audience is interested in your message, you will gain confidence and become more confident. Eye contact can help you overcome nervousness. Fear is the most common cause of nervousness in speaking, and fear is caused by the unknown. Eye contact makes your audience a known quantity. When you look at your listeners and realize that most of them are interested in your message, your fear will evaporate and your nervous tension will decrease, and you will feel encouraged to communicate even better. Now here are a few tips for making eye contact. Use the 50-70 rule. Look for 4 or 5 seconds and then move on. Use the triangle technique. Make a gesture. Look near the eyes. Now you can make use of this knowledge to improve your own communication skills, and that is the target we have set out while creating this presentation. I hope it is useful to you and you learn from it. If you have any questions, you can please get back to me at my email chandigarh233. So after completing this much, there is another topic that we have to do, and that one we have discussed it earlier also, facial expression. Now facial expression is a kind of a totality. I would even say it encompasses your eyes, the movement of your head. So these are all part of it. Facial expression, how does it matter? Let me give you an example. If you meet or communicate with a person who has an expressionless face, then the communication breaks down. Yes, an expressionless face is good for a poker player when he's gambling. But when you are trying to set up communication with others, then an expressionless face acts as a barrier. So try to avoid that. According to behavioral psychologists, people can easily recognize simply by observing a facial expression such distinct feelings as surprise, fear, happiness, confusion, disgust, interest, disbelief, anger, and sadness. To an audience, your face serves as a barometer for what's inside you. Your listeners will watch your face for clues about your sincerity, your attitude towards your message, and your earnestness in sharing your ideas with them. Here is a picture which shows you the facial expressions you must try to avoid, and then facial expressions that you should use. So I hope all this was useful to you and you learned from it. And in case you have queries, I have already mentioned, please get back to me at chandigarh233@gmail.com. Thank you very much.